Hi everyone, so today I'll be trying out Spellbinders' new little, kind of, I would say like a theme kind of die set. Last year they put out a little puppy and he was so cute with like a little ghost costume, and this year you have Pupkin here with a little like pumpkin costume, which is adorable. I will say the ghost one is still available there on the UK site. I think it's sold out on the US site. I don't know if that's something they're going to restock or not. But they are also having a sale right now. You know, could be that as you're watching it's already passed, but the Dying to Craft something like that sale. And it has a bunch of Halloween and like fall related dyes in there. It's really great. I went through it, and there are like better press plates that were so cool last year. I don't know if you remember, they came out with a whole bunch of really like just iconic and I don't even know how to explain it, like classic kind of Halloween plates that were very, very cute and things like that. They're in the sale. So I will link that. I know I mentioned that in a previous video when I showed you guys some of these new items, and I went ahead and updated that link because I forgot to add it, but I will add it here for the Dying to Craft sale, die sale. And I will say these items were sent free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own, and the links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. So thank you for using those if you would like. Yeah, so I already grabbed some scraps of paper because he's so cute. Again, it'll make like a little character. At the end I'll measure it, but it's going to be roughly about 3 inches tall. And then, you just have a few colors. So the little body, so his head and his little feet, leg area, I will make one color. I was going to make the muzzle white, but you know what? He's going to be holding this little guy in his mouth, and it's going to have a white skull, so maybe I'll do something else. I'm gonna have to run it through like either a darker gray. It was hard enough for me to find this gray, which is funny. I don't want to go black because I want this little nose to also be black. Well, I guess you can do both black. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna find some color for this, but I'm also either going to put something behind it so that he'll have a black nose, or run it through again and get this little black piece that you're gonna pop in, right? Paper piece it in if you want to do that. We will see. But anyway, I'm going to get a different color for that. For the back of his little basket, I'm going to do black paper. For the top of it, I'm just going to run it through some white paper. This is his whole costume, so I'm just going to run it through some orange paper. This paper actually looks very coral to me, but I like the color of it, so I keep using it for orange, and I don't even know that it's orange. I think that's the only thing that's orange, yeah. So there's this guy. Cut this down. Oopsie, I almost cut my hand there, my finger. And then green. So this piece right here will go behind his little head. So if you want a paper piece like black and yellow, or just yellow, or just black pieces back there, I mean, you can definitely do that. This is intended to be green, right? Because of the little vine. Or you can just leave the green. A lot of the examples, if you see on the page there, they just left it green, but you can definitely paper piece back in there, or again, slide a little piece of black cardstock in there, which is maybe what I'll do just to differentiate a little bit. So there you go. Oh, I meant this is also to be green. And I cut this very small. So I'm just going to get another piece here. And that is his little like collar. It's so cute. So let me run all these pieces through, and yeah, we'll pop them together and pop them on a project. But for right now, I just want to talk about the, how to put him together. So I'll be right back. Okay, so we have our pieces here, and just going to pop everything out again if it doesn't want to come out easily. There we go. That's already out. And I'll be right back. But again, some of these things, as they come out, if you want to run just like this portion back through and get like a different color to go behind the little accents of, looking like a jack-o'-lantern or whatever. We do have this piece, if, that works for you guys. You can run it through black piece because it'll definitely fit back there. I'm just going to cut a piece of cardstock that'll fit back there. Just a little scrap to color his eyes in. Again, I mean, there are just lots of ways of using this. You can use that same die that did the face. Where did I put it? Is it right in front of me? Oh, yeah, it's right here. And run it through so you have the little black accents. But I'm just going to put a piece of black cardstock behind, and I think that'll be easiest. So let me just take everything out and get it going, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so let's get started. So for his little nose area, again, you can put in, I'm probably going to run this through and get a little black piece because it's going to be hard to just line that with a piece of black cardstock. I mean, you can try. It's just very thin on the top. So I'll put his little muzzle in. And this is just like a gunmetal kind of paper that I had. I thought, well, that's fine, even though it's a little shimmery. That's going to work well for that. And then just another little black piece of cardstock. to go behind here. But again, if you're running through some, black paper to get that little nose, you might as well run some paper through. Oh, did I miss that one? Kind of did, so I'm going to cut this right here. Just move that over. There we go. Might as well, if you're running through some black paper, you might as well run through something to help you pop the little eyes in too. And then this little guy, I'm just going to leave it black, but if you want, you can line it with some yellow paper or something right behind there, or again, pop those pieces in, run that same dye through some yellow. I don't mind it just being black like that, being a little skeleton. All right. Grab that little glue that I got on there. This one, I think, like I said, I might put some black paper behind there. It'll be a little trickier because we're going to want to make that look nice without sticking out too much from behind there. So let me see what I can do if this is here. Oh, not too bad. I'm just going to cut those little corners off, so that's fine. And I'm putting that down first. I suppose what you can do is also put it on here, and you know exactly the size you would want, and then trim around it. But like I said, there we go. And then I just have the tiniest little bits here to get rid of. Nobody will ever know. And then you're also going to want to go ahead and place this before you place the head behind there, because this needs to... Well, okay. If you're going to let this green show through here, you're going to want to place that first. I guess you could also place it afterward in this situation, because I already lined it with black paper. Cute. Around the edge there. And then this goes over his little head like this. Look how cute that is already. Oh my goodness. Okay. I suppose I could put everything together and just pop in his little nose at the end. So we have that. We have this. I'm going to put some glue on this guy. I don't know exactly what all his head touches, but that's a good guess there. Oh my goodness, how cute is he? I'm going to turn that over and press from the back because I can't really see. So yeah, I totally missed this area, but there we go. So it's right under the little chin area where you'd want to put your glue. And then his little legs. I'm going to put some glue here, even though I could put the glue on this little leg portion. How adorable is that? His little tail is just off to the side there. Oh, I already glued down his muzzle a little minute ago, didn't I? Eesh, can I get under there? Sorry guys, I always try to do things in order so it makes sense with the final product, but I forgot that this goes in his little mouth. I mean, it doesn't have to. I guess it can go next to him, whatever you want, but there we go. We're going to get this under. And if that happens, you forget when you go to make yours, I would just snip this. Snip it so it looks like it's under there somewhere. And should we put it just straight up and down? A jaunty angle is also very cute, but okay, we'll just put it right there. You can make it so that he's only holding it like on the side. That'd be very cute. Okay, so put that down first, or put it behind his little muzzle so you know exactly where you want it, then put the whole thing down as one piece, right? Sorry, got a little glue all over my fingers. Oh my goodness. You guys. One more thing. Thank goodness I just noticed it. This. All right, so do all this and then put his muzzle last, which is so funny because it's kind of what I wanted to do anyway because I didn't have the nose in yet, but I was like, oh, I'll just put the nose in later. So this little guy can go here on his little neck. There we go. All right. All right. Now we're getting it. You know, it's been a few days since I made a crafting video, so I'm just out of it, guys. I'm out of the loop. It's been about 4 days. So how cute is he? So let me run this part through again, just through some black paper to get a little nose to pop back in there, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my little nose. There we go. And put a little glue here. Of course, I left my glue open, which is a no-no. In the meantime, I also went to grab a little plate. Again, like I said, these things are in the sale, so you might want to pick them up this year if you missed them last year. Look how cute. My goodness. He is adorable. So let's see. Like I said, he's about 1, 2, 2 1/4, 2 1/2-ish. There you go. In his sizing. And I grabbed this plate real quick. I love this plate. Used it several times. Again, this is a really fun one just to run through some like metallic paper. It looks really awesome. You don't even have to ink it up. Just lots of fun ways to use this guy. So let me think what I want to do with that. And maybe make it a little tag or something. I'll be right back. Okay, I have this nice piece of scrap paper here that I think will make a nice tag. So, a nice size, right? So, let's go, let me see if I'm gonna use a punch. Okay, I'm gonna do about 2-inch wide, sorry. Actually, if I do 2 inches wide, let me see. Okay, fine, 2.5. And I happen to have a punch that helps me make a tag. I know Spellbinders has something very similar. This is just the tag maker that I had in my stash for a long time. So I'm just gonna take that, 2.5 inches, and yeah, that'll be good. Okay, and let's go ahead and get that inked up. Now this does have like little impression stuff like that. I don't really mind it. I'm just gonna put this on the whole thing there. Very easy. I'll be right back. So I just grabbed some black ink, but I will say Dina Wakely just came out with some new inks also there on Spellbinders site. How fun would these be for Halloween? Look at those colors. Magenta, malachite, sapphire, and iris. And then cheddar, elephant, stoked, and turquoise. And I mean, these colors are so fun. Really, really pretty stuff. So you can go with something like that and make it a little more psychedelic, a little fun. Okay, so I'm just going to take that. I'm just taking any old ink, honestly. You can use your archival inks, your better pressed inks, you know, whatever you got. Just get that on there. I didn't even set this up yet, so let's just put this kind of dead center. Oh, and also I want it to ink up the whole thing, so I'm going to take a piece of Best Ever Craft tape and kind of double it over, just so that it'll hold this. I mean, it has to hold it for just a moment. And I hope I really ink that up everywhere, right down the middle. And I'm just going to run that through my Platinum 6, and I'll be right back. And again, as always with these plates, it's a better press plate, but you can foil them. You can put that in your glimmer and it'll look really great. And look at that. So cool. So let me clean up and we'll put our little tag together. Okay, guys. Let's go ahead and remove this. Cute. You know, I was looking for like orange and white twine. You know, I put things away and I'm like, oh, this makes sense. I should put it here, so I'll grab it. I always end up never finding what I need. Or even this green one that's kind of cute. Well, we'll do the green. Even though it's like a mossy green, but it'll bring some of that green back from the little collar and stuff. Okay. And our little guy. And, you know, depending on what you want to do with this, maybe you have a little sentiment, maybe you stick it on a little goodie bag. Maybe I'm going to pop it up just a little bit. So some really kind of flat dimensionals here. I'm going to pile them up on the back here and take the carriers off, and I'll be right back. How cute would this be on a little treat bag for like a little dog bones or something? Oh my gosh, that would be adorable. So I'm just going to put him right there. Super cute. Again, not the highest profile, which I like. And then just get this guy on. Let me do it this way. I mean, I don't know. There's lots of different ways to add this. Sometimes I tie it as a bow or in a bow. Sometimes I go halfways like I did right now, but the other direction, it just gives a different look. But whatever you want to do. And the reason I did it this way is because if I tie this to a bag, I can do it then. But there you go. He is so cute. Again, that's this year's little character. You know, a little doggy Pupkin there dressed up as a pumpkin. And last year's, he was in a little ghosty outfit. And you can mix and match the little, you know, things that they're using. It's so cute. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll have images coming up. I'll have the links there in the description box. If the Better Press plate is still available in that sale, I'll do the whole sale link, but then I'll link it directly to that plate. If you're interested in that guy, it's really nice. It's a nice big plate. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you all at the next one. Bye now.